You are getting ready to listen to the voice of Dr. Rhadi Ferguson, 2004 Olympian, four-time national judo champion, Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt, author, speaker, and coach.
What's going on? This is Dr. Rhadi Ferguson, and welcome to another edition of Coffee with Rhadi. I want to talk to you about something today. This particular post, I'm going to try to keep it as PG as possible. I have a problem at times when I just get real loose and I'm speaking about something I'm very passionate about. Sometimes the little cuss man on the back of my throat, he runs to the top of my tongue and he jumps off and gets past my lips before I can close my mouth. But y'all pray for me. But here's what I want to say. I've been in sports damn near all my life. I started sports at the age of 6. When I started judo at the age of 6. I played football, I wrestled, ran track, did mixed martial arts, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, judo, submission wrestling. I've done boxing, I've done Muay Thai, I've done Greco-Roman wrestling. I don't understand how you all, or many people, think that they can get better without going to practice. I try to set the example in my judo club. So a little while ago, I had eye surgery. All right, I had eye surgery. I had I had really bad eye surgery to a point where I almost lost my vision. Not that bad eye surgery. I had a detached retina. So, real eye surgery. And I had two of them. I had one office one that didn't take, and then I had to go and have real eye surgery. When they put you out, eye surgery. And I lost my vision, and I couldn't see for weeks on end in one of my eyes. So, like real deal. After each eye surgery, I went to practice. Was I hurting? Yes. Did I coach? Yes. I sat down in a chair and I coached. And I was at practice. I also had lateral collateral. My LCL tore. My LCL, I had to get it replaced again. My lateral collateral ligament tore. I had surgery. I went to practice. I also went on the field that day with my son, and I did lacrosse with him. Was I hurting? Yes. I want to show my son and my students, when you're hurt, you go to practice. Man, you guys get a cold and you don't go to practice. If you have a cold, you call your coach. You say, man, I got a cold. You go buy the mask, put it on your face, put two of them on your face, sit all the way in the corner. Don't say nothing to anybody. Watch practice and go to practice. Let your coach tell you, hey, Johnny, go home. Go to practice and let them send you home. Don't say, I'm not going to practice. Get in the habit of going to practice. The first time I hurt my knee, I was at the Olympic Training Center. And I had surgery and I went to the weight room. The next day I was in the weight room, all right? Either that day or the next day I was in the weight room. I came down to judo practice. I went to judo practice, but I didn't dress out. I came down to judo practice on crutches. And one of the coaches at the time, Angela Ruiz, was like, why are you not dressed? I said, I just had knee surgery. He said, why are you not dressed? The next day, I go to judo practice. Over my brace, judo pants on, judo top on, belt tied, limp down. Angelo has me get on the mat, sits me in a chair, holds bands. I'm doing band uchikomis in a chair. Do you understand? If you hurt your leg or your ankle in the NFL, and you're a wide receiver, you still go to practice. They get the ball machine. They put you on one of those little scooting things where you had to bend your knee and you scoot, and you're at the line and the ball comes and you're catching balls over and over and over again. You do not miss practice. You sprain something, you pull something, you hurt something. You do not miss practice. Listen, I'll go super far, okay? Depending on what you're trying to get accomplished. When people die or people pass away, you don't miss practice. I remember Arnold Schwarzenegger was in his documentary Pumping Iron. His father died, and they asked him, was he coming back home? He said, why? He died already. I'm not going back home. He said, I got to prepare for the competition, for Mr. Olympia. I remember Brett Favre's dad died. Brett Favre's dad died, I think, the day before Monday Night Football. Either that Sunday or that Saturday. People ask me, is Brett going to play? I said, what are you talking about? Is Brett Favre going to play? What do you mean? Is Brett? Yes, of course, Brett Favre is going to play. What do you mean is he going to play? Yeah, he's going to play, and he went to practice. And if he wasn't going to practice, he didn't unilaterally not show up to practice. He calls the coach and says, hey, coach, I got X, Y, and Z going on. And they say, hey, man, we understand. But, man, I'm going to be honest with you. Some of you all are soft, and some of you parents are ridiculous. Some of you parents need your ass whipped. Because you're just so soft. And you're teaching your kids what you're teaching your kids is how to make excuses. When you decide to do a sport or to get engaged in a thing, you made a social contract with the coach and your teammates. You have an obligation and a responsibility to show up for, not just for work, but for the work. And if you can't do the work, then you show up and you support the people who are doing the work. If you can't practice, you play football, you go out there, you hold the clipboard, you cheer people on. If you can't practice and you're wrestling, you go in there, you sit down and you learn the moves. You do push-ups, you do sit-ups, you do what you can. If you're a college athlete and you hurt your leg or something, you're not practicing. They have you in the weight room doing all upper body until you damn near vomit, so that when you come back and your leg is healed up, you're ready to, in terms of your strength and conditioning, you're ready to play. You're just waiting for the soft tissue to heal up. You do your rehab and you jump right back into the environment to play. Man, this whole, I'm hurt, so I don't go to practice. I don't understand any of this. I hurt my ankle. Great. Go to practice, do the upper body ergometer, sit down in the chair, do some curls, shoulder press, band pulls. Go to practice. Go to practice. Go to practice. Don't tell me nothing about I can't go to practice. Go to practice. You all miss practice too much, and you parents make excuses to not take your kids to practice. Man, I know you're tired. I'm tired too. Sometimes you just want a reprieve. You're like, man, I'm so glad they hurt, so I can miss the rest this evening. No. Take the kid to practice. Your kid's never going to have an opportunity to be good at anything if they don't practice. No matter what it is. I don't care if it's math, or science, physics, engineering, calculus, reading, poetry. I don't care what it is. You got to practice. And you need to force them to practice sometime. I don't want to force them. What do you mean you don't want to force them? Listen, you force them to help them so that they can know how to force themselves later. It's like over speed training. It's like when you're on a treadmill and the treadmill's going faster than you can run, and you have those things holding you up, or when you have somebody pulling you along to make you go a little bit faster than you can go, you have the over speed training. It's pushing you more than you can go so that you can access that later. And these are children, man. You don't let no kid do what they want to do when they want to do it. You go to practice. It's like, okay, your kid does cheerleading. Your kid breaks their wrist in cheerleading. What you don't take the kid to practice because they broke their wrist? Of course you take the kid to practice. You go to the side, you do your crunches, your squats, everything else, you go to practice. I don't understand this not going to practice thing. I'm harping on it, and I'm making such a issue about it because I've seen it so much in sport now. I can't even fathom it. It doesn't register in my mind. And this whole thing about I'm a world class athlete, or I want to be a world class athlete, and you want to wake up and work out at 9 o'clock in the morning. There's nobody who does world class anything that's working out at 9 in the morning. 9 in the morning is when you're eating breakfast. Getting ready for the second workout at 12. You take a shower, sit down, and go for the second workout at 12. You can't be world class talking about, oh, I missed the workout in the morning, I get it in later. The workout in the morning is 5:30, 6 o'clock. World class, 5:30 a.m., 6 o'clock. You want to be a state champion wrestler? You got to get up in the morning, run, 5 o'clock, 5:30, take a shower, get ready for class. I'm in the gym in the morning, 5:30. There's a young kid who's on the football team. I think he's 14 years old. He's in there with his dad. Every day. Every time I see him, I say, son, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. This kid, if he stays the course, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, getting up in the morning that early, working out with a trainer, and he's in there with his dad. He keeps it going. He's gonna be a scholarship athlete, and he's gonna understand the value of hard work and dedication. Parents, please stop allowing your children to miss practice when they're hurt, when they're sick. Oh, he's sick today, he can't come. If you are sick and you're not on your deathbed, if you got diarrhea and stuff like that, and you gotta listen, I get it. If you are sick, if you're sick, you got a cold, and you can't drink, you got a cold. I got it. Buy a mask, grab a chair, sit all the way in the corner, far from everybody. Or in my dojo, you can actually sit outside. You can grab a chair and be outside of the garage door. You could be outside and watch practice. Show up for practice. The main repetition that you need to do during the day as an athlete is the rep of getting to practice. And then when you get there, then you find something that you can do. You say, okay, you got a cold. Put your hands against the wall and do some toe raises. Do something. Do toe raises for 5 sets to 2 minutes until you feel like it's going to cramp up. Get better somewhere doing something. But doing nothing, not going to help. What about rest? Don't they need to rest? They do need to rest. All right? And there are times when you do need to you need to rest. Rest. There are times. There are levels to this. There are times when you just need unadulterated rest. Got it. Your kid is 12. Your kid is 15, 17. Come on, man. Your kid needs to get to practice. Go to practice. There are a few reasons why you cannot make practice. A few. You're in jail, couldn't make it. You died, couldn't make it. In surgery the day of practice, couldn't make it. Yeah, that's about it.